What we have for KRCG 13 live at 6. An endangered advisory is issued for a Jefferson City woman. More on why police are concerned about her well-being.
Will be on the list for major organizations when they're talking about making investments.
A mid-Missouri county earns a national designation that is helping communities attract and retain new jobs. I'm Mark Slavin. Hear what Governor Nixon is saying about the future workforce of Moberly and Randolph County.
And we'll tell you why one Missouri Democrat is skipping the national convention.
And it's the big backyard barbecue tonight. We're in California, Missouri at Proctor Park. KRCG 13 live at 6 starts right now.
Live from across mid-Missouri, this is KRCG 13 live at 6.
Good evening. The Missouri State Highway Patrol has issued an endangered person advisory for a missing Jefferson City woman.
The Jefferson City Police Department's asking for the public's help to find this woman, 30-year-old Kelly Clark. She was last seen on Monday. Officers were asked to check on Clark, and they did speak to her on the telephone. 911 operators heard an argument. That's before the call was disconnected. Officers say Clark was with her boyfriend, 47-year-old Jimmy Johnson.
A couple hours later, we located the vehicle in the 200 block of East Ashley Street. Neither Kelly Clark nor Jimmy Johnson were in the vehicle. We did find some what appeared to be blood spots in the vehicle. We since took the vehicle into custody. We have it here at the police department, and we have not been able to locate either Kelly Clark nor Jimmy Johnson.
Investigators say Clark is 5'9", 230 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. Johnson is being called a person of interest. He's described as 6'1", 200 pounds with short hair. He's known to have ties to both Jefferson City and the St. Louis area. They may be traveling in a 1999 silver or grade Ford Taurus station wagon with Missouri license plate FJ1U1F. Anyway.
And now, your KRCG 13 Weather Authority First Weather.
For the big backyard barbecue tonight, our winners all lined up, food coming off the grill. Everybody's excited for the barbecue tonight, right? Oh, I tell you again, the burgers just came off the grill, Ricardo. Go ahead and swing around, see if we can catch a quick glimpse of what those things look like. Again, smelling good, and we are getting ready to eat some wonderful food. We do have a couple areas of some rain showers in the area now. Right now, though, across the Capitol, it is quiet. We do have just a couple clouds here and there. A live look on our Scruggs Lumber camera. Elsewhere, we're starting to find some of those rain showers, again, down around the Iberia area, even along I-44 towards Crocker and St. Robert. We're finding a lot of those rain showers. They're continuing to slowly drift to the north. And here in California, looking to my south and southeast, I can see a couple of those thunderstorms off in the distance. And we do have a chance for a few areas to find some light raindrops. Where the rain has fallen, temperatures are back in the 70s. Most of us still in the mid to upper 80s. When you factor in that humidity, it feels like we're in the mid 90s in most of mid-Missouri. And we're going to continue to find the muggy conditions as we go through the rest of your evening and over the next couple of days. Some scattered clouds tonight, temperatures in the upper 80s, falling into the 70s. Tomorrow morning, we'll talk more on the rain still ahead in your forecast in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Zach. Community leaders in Randolph County have something new to celebrate. Governor Nixon announced today the county has become a nationally certified workforce ready area. KRCG 13's Mark Slavin has the details from Moberly.
Randolph County economic development leaders are saying workers in their area are now better prepared for success as a certified work-ready community. Governor Nixon made the announcement before a small crowd at Moberly City Hall. Nixon said the national designation will help Randolph County business owners attract and retain new jobs and qualified workers.
With Moberly being right here in the center of the state with good education around it, and now this certified work ready, it will be on the list for site selection teams. It'll be on the list for major organizations when they're talking about making investments.
Missouri now has more than 30 certified counties. Moberly economic development leaders say successful efforts to strengthen their workforce training programs and certify their workers will help attract and support growing companies.
I think it is already helping attract some businesses, and I think site selectors are really looking at the counties that are certified work-ready communities.
Randolph County leaders said their work-ready certification has been a goal of theirs for the past 3 years. State statistics show Missouri employers have created more than 100,000 jobs since 2010. Governor Nixon says he expects bigger growth in new business creation as more Missouri counties earn certified work-ready community status. In Randolph County, Mark Slavitt, KRCG 13.
In 2012, Missouri was selected as one of the first 4 states to participate in the nationally certified Work-Ready Communities initiative.
The Missouri Supreme Court has struck down a state law that had cut the duration of unemployment benefits to one of the shortest periods in the nation. Since January, jobless workers have been limited to 13 weeks of state benefits as a result of a measure that linked the duration to the state's unemployment rate. The court's 4-3 ruling means the limit will revert to a maximum of 20 weeks. Governor Nixon today released a statement saying he is pleased with the court's decision, which nullified the legislature's override of his veto. Well, while most of the ranking Missouri people in his political party are in Philadelphia, the presumptive Democratic nominee for the seat in the U.S. Senate has stayed home to campaign. Jason Kander this week launched a 50-city bus tour during which he plans to talk a lot about what Congress did not get done before leaving Washington until early September.
We are in week 2 of a 7-week vacation that Congress has decided to take.
Like many now running against the congressional record, Kander rails on the failure of incumbent Roy Blunt and others in the Republican majority to deal with Zika, with ISIS, with a toxic landfill in St. Louis, or with President Obama's nomination to the U.S. Supreme Court.
We think that's unacceptable.
Republicans have hit Kander with everything from his claim of being a 5th-generation Missourian, despite having actually been born on the Kansas side of the state line, to his promise as Secretary of State to count the signatures on a controversial tobacco initiative, despite a court-ordered change to the ballot language after people signed the petitions.
Our reading of the law is that the signatures were, that those voters signed those petitions with a certified ballot language, and then when court changed that language, that the court's change is what will be represented on the ballot. But the people who signed it should not be left out of the process.
Kander told reporters he does not feel he is sacrificing anything by not being with other Democrats in Philadelphia this week. He also rejected any suggestion that his decision to remain here is in any way a strategy to maintain some distance between his campaign and that of Hillary Clinton. Next, we return to the backyard barbecue for Zach's full forecast.
And then a program that works to bridge the gap between young readers and public servants. We'll show you how coming up on KRCG 13 Live at 6.
You're watching KRCG 13 Live at 6 with Kermit Miller, Megan Lane, weather with Zach Paul, and Rod Smith with sports. KRCG 13 Live at 6. Today's Mortgage Report is brought to you by your KRCG 13 Weather Authority forecast.
Live in California for the big backyard barbecue tonight, Proctor Park, a gorgeous facility. A lot of the folks already gone through the line. There's a couple of them left here, but again, the food is smelling good. Of course, it's also fair season across Missouri. I was at the Cole County Fair last night. That'll be running all week. But again, to talk a little bit more about the fairs and how they're involved with the fairs, we have Mark Russell with the Beef Council. I'm sure fair season really keeps you guys busy.
It really does, Zach. Not only young people showing cattle all across the state of Missouri, but gives us a chance to go out and visit with producers and consumers about beef and the importance of it. And so fairs and festivals are a great time to bring city and country together.
Well, yeah, that's the one thing that everybody shares in common. We all have to eat something, and, beef, why not, right?
Right, and fairs are a great place to showcase agriculture. And, next week we've got the Montauk County Fair starting. It's the 150th year, the oldest one west of the Mississippi, followed really closely by the State Fair, where you can go and see about any species of animal that you could even dream of, and that's just real close in Sedalia.
Yeah, again, and that's all coming up, and that's what, the 11th and 12th, the state fair?
The 11th.
The 11th. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
see, that's good. The Montauk County Fair, again, 150th year, starts on Saturday, and the Gasconade County Fair also going on this week, too.
Gasconade and also Franklin County Fair is next week as well.
So see, it is fair season, and the weather, at least this week, I think for the most part, is going to be good, Mark. That's some good news.
That's great. It's good for the people and the cattle.
Very good. Mark, thanks so much. Hey, again, it is fair season. You heard it there. All sorts of fairs going on across mid-Missouri and all over the state this time of year. And this evening, if you're out at the Cole County Fair, we are looking at some thunderstorms just off to the southwest. Shouldn't have much to worry about until late tonight. For the most part, though, I think we will find a little cloud cover rolling in here sometime around midnight to a little bit after. Temperatures will be falling out of the 80s, back into the 70s by tomorrow morning with a light wind out of the east. Getting into the weekend, talking about the Montauk County Fair coming up starting on Saturday. There could be a couple pop-ups late in the day. The mugginess is going to continue. Temperatures are still in the mid to upper 80s, and a few isolated storms still around the area as we get into your Sunday. As far as what it looks like over the last 6 hours, you can see those showers of thunderstorms rolling in, moving in actually from the southeast. Stalled front to our south is creeping a little bit farther to the north. And some of those light rain showers are now moving out across Osage County, parts of Lynn, and there in eastern Miller County. Again, I do think we could find a couple light sprinkles here and there. For the most part, still looking for a dry night. Temperatures are on the warm side, still mid to upper 80s. Where the rain has fallen, they're cooler. Fort Leonard Wood right now, 76 degrees, 74 in Rolla, 80 there in Lynn. Elsewhere, we're still looking mid to upper 80s. Jefferson City right now, we're at 88. When you factor in that humidity, it is still feeling like the mid-90s across mid-Missouri. A little better feeling for Rolla and Fort Leonard Wood. Again, that rain really making things feel a lot better. As far as what it looks like over the Capitol right now, a live look, our Scruggs Lumber camera, we are finding just a few scattered clouds right now across Jefferson City. 88 degrees with a heat index right now of 95. The regional picture shows a lot more showers and thunderstorms across southeast Missouri. Those are going to continue to be an impact over the next couple days as long as that stationary boundary is nearby. That is going to fluctuate north and south over the next couple days, and as long as it's nearby, that is going to give us a chance for showers and thunderstorms. Your hour-by-hour forecast tonight, it does do a good job picking up on the rain locations, but beyond sunset, we shouldn't have much to worry about with the rain this evening. Starting off your Wednesday on a dry note, a few scattered clouds here and there. I do think by Wednesday afternoon we could find a couple pop-ups across the area. For the most part, though, we'll start to find better chances for rain as we get into your Thursday. Late Wednesday night into Thursday, clouds will be on the increase, and I think as we go through the day on Thursday, we'll continue to find a couple of those showers and thunderstorms, and some of which could be some heavy rain makers. And we'll continue to find some of those hit and miss showers there through the end of the week and into the weekend. Temperatures, though, still seasonal, mid to upper 80s over the next couple of days as we get into the early part of the weekend. Still a little below average, mid 80s there on Saturday, warming up to the upper 80s and into the 90s by next week. We are live in California. It is the big backyard barbecue with the Missouri Beef Council and Hy-Vee. Megan Kermit, back to you.
Looks good. Thanks, Zach. Some Fulton children are taking part in a summer reading program.
And today they shared lunch with some special partners. That's next on KRCG 13 live at 6.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Jones Beltone Hearing Care.
Just in on that woman missing in Jefferson City. We are advised by the Jefferson City Police Department that both she and the man she was with, the person of interest in this case, Kelly Clark, the woman, Jimmy Johnson, the man, have been located. They are safe. Police are not releasing any details about what happened to these two, but they have told us that they have been found, they are safe, and they will release more information tomorrow.
That's right, and we'll have details as they become available.
In other news, the national tension between officers and citizens has inspired a local pastor to connect kids with public safety officers.
KRCG 13 Stephanie Harada attended their luncheon today, and she joins us now with the story.
That's right, Kermit, Megan. A pastor and former law enforcement officer hosted 24 officers and 12 kids today at his church in Fulton. Charles Jackson started the summer reading program for the kids last year to encourage them to keep reading while they're on summer break. The group of kids in the program ate lunch and read with officers. Jackson and public safety officers say it's a positive effort to bridge the gap between public servants and citizens while reinforcing the importance of education.
At first I was scared until I got to know him.
Anytime the children of the community can see any of us in this profession as a role model or in a positive manner, that it's a win-win situation. It's very beneficial to everybody.
The summer reading program is now turning into a year-round program where the kids will meet at least once a month during the school year. The program is open to kids of all ages. Reporting for KRCG 13, I'm Stephanie Hirata.
All right, thanks, Stephanie. The Mizzou basketball Tigers are ready for a long summer road trip.
And the Cardinals play 2 today. Rod's in next with sports from the Backyard Barbecue.
Bears live after the Democratic National Convention.
Backyard Barbecue, we are live in California where the football's good and so is the fishing. Out here at Proctor Park, you know there's some pretty big old fish in that lake in California. And you know what? One of our winners here, this team is from, well, it's Michelle Bailey's team from Holt Summit, but one of her friends, Don Sheppers, right here in purple. Don's been on Rod's Big Old Fish twice. Got a 52-pound salmon, 12-pound silver salmon. That's pretty impressive. Michelle, congratulations on the win here to be out here at the barbecue. How are the burgers?
Awesome. Very thick, juicy.
And your dad here wearing the Cardinals stuff, he says he's both a Cardinals and Royals fan. Do you believe him?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. You can tell his house.
Great. Michelle, good to have you and your friends and family here. Cardinals and Royals playing baseball. Cardinals have already played. They're playing a game right now at Twin Bill in New York, thanks to last night's rain out. Game 1 this afternoon, Cards and Mets. St. Louis up 1-0 in the third. Jed Jerko drills this one way out, a 2-run home run, his 13th, 3-0 Cardinals at that point. Carlos Martinez pitched well, gave up 2 runs. Rene Rivera 2-run home run. It made it 3-2. St. Louis had the lead. It is still 3-2 in the ninth. Game 2 tonight, Jaime Garcia, Bartolo Colon, the mound opponents off the field today. Cards replaced reliever Trevor Rosenthal on the 15-day disabled list with right shoulder inflammation. The Royals will try to end a 3-game losing skid tonight at Kauffman Stadium. Kansas City losing to the Angels 6-2 last night, with former Cardinal Albert Pujols driving in 4 runs on 3 hits. Raul Mondesi Jr. called up. He is in the starting lineup for the Royals tonight. Dylan G will pitch. He gets the start. First one in over 2 weeks for Kansas City. Royals 2 games under 500, 48-50, 7:15 start time. Well, we're still about 4 months away from the college basketball season, but the Mizzou Tigers are hard at work preparing for a trip to Italy. Kim Anderson's Tigers will play 4 exhibition teams, 4 games against European teams on the tour. They'll leave a week from Friday, start playing on Sunday, August 7th.
It's really not about who we're playing. It's about us and can we get better? How can we get better? You know, experiment with some things, experiment with some combinations, and hopefully get better as a team.
I look at it as don't sign a paper if you ain't ready to be a man. So you signed a paper to come to school. Let's go see what a man made of. So I'm ready, and I'm pretty sure all my guys is ready.
And we'll take you to the Jefferson City Sand Volleyball courts tonight at 10. Our Tuesday night Good Sports story features a fun summertime league that includes several current and former high school and college players from the area. Join us for Good Sports in the Sand tonight at 10. And then we're back here at the barbecue. This is Kelly McDonald's team from Jefferson City. Kelly's here. Her husband, Kevin, by the way, this guy taught 28 years at Eugene Elementary School. He is retiring now. Now he's really working hard because he's working for Kelly. Is that right?
You got it. You got it. That list is growing.
I'll bet it is. Big Cardinals fan?
Yes, sir.
I can tell. And your soon-to-be son-in-law over here, a diehard Missouri Tiger fan. Tell us about Nolan and your daughter.
Nolan and Kelsey are newly engaged to be married in June of next year.
Fantastic. Nolan went to St. Elizabeth High School. Of course, he played baseball because everybody who goes to St. E plays baseball or softball. And Kelsey played some volleyball, basketball, and stuff over at Eugene High School. Good to see this family here. Winners of the Backyard Barbecue. Burgers pretty good?
Yes, excellent.
All right. Pass the test again this week. We're having fun at the Backyard Barbecue in California, Missouri, home of the Pintos, and some Cardinals fans and a few Royals fans mixed in here, too. We'll send it back to you. We'll see you back at 10 o'clock. I'm going to go enjoy a burger.
All right. Thanks a lot, Rod.
Zach will have a final check of our evening forecast coming up after the break.
Why
is Bev Randall's lying about Mike Parson?
The Big Backyard Barbecue, wrapping up the Big Backyard Barbecue series here for the summer. It's been great doing that with the Missouri Beef Council and the Hy-Vee, and of course all the folks and the winners and everything. It was great getting out of the communities and meeting everyone. Tonight, not much to worry about. We do have a couple of spots of some light rain, mainly south of Jefferson City right now. Some of that out near Lynn. And over the next couple of days, we are going to continue to find a couple chances for some rain. Temperatures are going to remain on the warm side, mid to upper 80s. Better chance for rain on Thursday. And we'll continue to find some of those hit-and-miss showers into the weekend with temperatures continuing mid to upper 80s. The humidity is still going to be a factor, and that heat index will be into the 90s each and every day here for the next 7 days. Again, we are in California, Missouri at Proctor Park, wrapping up this year and the Big Backyard Barbecue. Again, a big thanks to the Missouri Beef Council and Hy-Vee. Megan Kermit, back to you.
All right, Zach, thank you. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm starving. That looks very good tonight.
That is our report. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you at 10. Have a great night.